Today we're looking at the KingCamp outdoor tarp. This tarp is pretty great for providing sun and rain protection for about 3 to 4 people. It's got a small package here, easy to carry, easy to take with you out on the trail, on picnics, to the beach, all kinds of different places. Here's a closer look of what you get with the sunshade tarp. You get this nice carrying bag made of the same waterproof material. It has these little cinch down clips. You zip it open and here's the sunshade tarp itself. A little bag here contains all of the stakes that you'll use to stake down the tarp, and also these little ropes that you'll use to tie down the corners to the stakes or to a tree. And they also have these little clips here that help you adjust the length of them. The tarp itself, you can see, has these brass eyelets and also these little corners here that you'll use with the stakes if necessary, depending on how you're going to set it up. Next, I'm going to proceed with the installation of the tarp. The first step is going to be to lay it out flat so it's easier to work with. I would recommend tying all of the ropes through the eyelets before you get started. It helps save some time and frustration while you're working with everything. You'll see I have 2 poles here. These are just some copper pipe I had, but I would recommend getting some telescopic poles. It will make things a little bit easier for setting up and also easier to travel with. When staking down your rope, I would always work in opposite directions, starting in the left, middle, moving to the right middle, front left, rear right, rear left, front right, and then the 2 middle. This will really help make things easier to set up and keep the balance of the tarp as you're setting it up. So this was set up on a hill. It's a little windy today and very sunny, but you can see how much shade you get down here just off the shade structure itself. Whenever you're setting up your rope for staking, you always want to use the loop end down here. The main reason for this is it makes it a lot easier for installation. When you loop this in, stake it, and you have some tension on this end, you can remove the tension and then slide the rope up very easily. And whenever you're tying your knots, you should always use the eyelets. One thing I would recommend is to double them up when you loop them through. And you can pretty much use any knot that you want, but you're going to want to avoid any knots that are going to be hard to get out later on.